Now, moving on to the Sixth Man of the Year. So the Sixth Man of the Year award, right? The race is like a 3-man race right now, in my opinion. It's Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, and Dennis Schroder. So my pick for the Sixth Man of the Year award is Dennis Schroder. Like, look, when discussing MVP, right? When KD and Curry were on the same team, they cancel each other out because, people would vote for KD as MVP, people will vote for Curry as MVP, right? That's the logic of that. They should apply that logic to LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but they're not consistent because the propaganda. But Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, I believe they should cancel each other out, and that's why Dennis Schroder should be the Sixth Man of the Year. I mean, you look at OKC, right? Look, OKC has made a underrated jump from people thought they're just gonna be on a rebuilding team, like they're just straight up not gonna make the playoffs, right? And now they're like the 5th seed in the Western Conference Finals, right? I mean, no one had OKC making the playoffs. It seems like no one did, right? Like OKC is leading the league right now in clutch wins. So they're winning. Their clutch wins totals is 29 wins, and Dennis Smith. I mean, not. I keep on mixing them up. Dennis Schroder is basically been a huge factor in that, right? I mean Schroder is like he put up 24. He's hit 24 shots out of 47 in the last 5 minutes of a game when the game's within 5 minutes. So OKC is basically the best fourth quarter team in the NBA. So when they put a closing lineup of, Chris Paul, SGA, Dennis, Gallinari, Steve Adams, their net efficiency rating is like 29.9, right? The next closing lineup is the Bucks, right? With Brook Lopez, Bledsoe, Matthews, Middleton, and Giannis. Their net efficiency rating is 19.1. So they got like a 10 plus, difference between the two lineups, which is crazy. Like if you think about it, like the Bucks are on a historic run on pace for 70 wins, right? And their closing lineup is not even the number one in the NBA. OKC has the number one efficient lineup in NBA right now with 29 rating of 29.9. So I mean, what do you guys say about that, right? Like, Schroeder is having a great season right now. He's having probably his best season. He's just putting up 19 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists on 47% shooting, 38% from 3. So he's been pretty efficient compared to, Lou Williams. Lou Williams putting up the same amount of numbers as well, but, he's putting up like 42% shooting and 36% from 3. So he's having a better season than Lou Williams while also being a better defender. Montrezl Harrell's averaging, 19 points, 7 rebounds, like 2 assists on like 58% shooting, right? Those are great numbers off the bench. But, Dennis is he's a better defender than both of those dudes. Like, his defensive win share is higher. He has a higher defensive rating compared to those two. So for people who don't know what defensive win share is, it's basically like a metric where, they just estimate like how much wins do they contribute based off their like defensive like abilities and stuff, right? So he has a better rating compared to those two. Like, and those two don't really have to worry about defense because they got guys like, Patrick Beverly, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George and stuff. Like, who does Dennis have to, rely on? Like, yeah, you got CP3 and like, SGA, but Steve Adams. But Steve Adams is center and Chris Paul's old. SGA is still kind of young. Still trying to kind of find his way in the NBA. So, he doesn't have that much leeway And Lou Williams, I don't think he's gonna win Sixth Man of the Year because of that Jack Harlow incident where he just went out in the NBA just to part of Jack Harlow and like Magic City and stuff. That's kind of bad luck for for Lou Williams stuff, and for the NBA for trying to make the rules. So who knows what's gonna happen? But he damn for sure ain't winning Sixth Man of the Year. And why is Lou Williams partying with Jack Harlow? It's kind of weird. But it is what it is. I guess he just likes that song. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I got options. I can pass COVID like Stockton. You know what I'm saying? Like he has quarantine, and then you got Montrezl Harrell, right? Like those two six mans on the Clippers, like I said, they cancel each other out, and they're playing with guys like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So while Dennis' situation is he doesn't have as much leeway, and he's contributing, just as much. So will he win? I think he should win. I think he has a great chance of winning. I don't think any of the Clipper players are gonna win, even though they're having good seasons as well. But I mean, Dennis is the big reason why OKC is a surprise team right now. I mean, their 3-guard lineup of CP3, SGA, and Dennis, like they're so efficient. Like their ratings are so high and efficient according to advanced analytics that they're just a big surprise team right now. And big factor is because of Dennis. Like if Dennis was not on that team, like would OKC really make the playoffs? I don't think so. I think he's a big factor into it. He plays like a lot of minutes as well. Probably I think he plays 30 minutes. I think he plays 30 minutes. It's like on a similar level of Lou Williams and stuff and Montrez. But, Dennis has to lead the offense and set people up. Like Montrez has to basically score and cut, rebound and stuff. Lou Williams kind of sets up the offense, but he's mainly the scorer as well. So there's a lot more on plate with Dennis, but he should be Sixth Man of the Year. I mean, he's my pick, basically. And I hope he wins. Like, he's having a great season. And I think that should do it. And man, who knows what's gonna happen? People voting, putting their ballots in right now. But right now it's getting still pretty boring during Corona hours, lockdown stuff. But we make do of what we can. And I just want to say for, people who are listening right now, thanks for listening. Y'all stay safe. If I'm alive next week, maybe I'll be back. We'll see. All right. Hope you guys have a good one. I'm out. Peace out.